Hello everyone, I'm Dorene Decibus from It Begins with Ink and Paper, and welcome to my catalog kickoff and product share. So happy that you're able to join me either on the live or on the replay, or of course on my YouTube channel. So thank you so much. Make sure you say hello and tell me where you are watching from. So this book right here is what tonight is all about. If you haven't received a catalog yet, just let me know and I'll get you one. I sent, if you ordered from me in the past year, you got one in the mail. So you should already have yours. But if you haven't and you don't have a demonstrator and you'd like to get one, just let me know. Of course, if you live in the United States, I can't work with people outside of the country, but there are demonstrators in many different countries around the world, so because we are a global company. So here we go. This is the cover of our new catalog. It's really a beautiful cover, and kind of shows the things to come, I'd say. This catalog is very different. The first thing you'll notice is that it's smaller than our catalogs in the past, and you're going to see that there are some categories that are not fully covered in the catalog. Some of the things have moved to the online session, online catalog that you can check out at stampingup.com. So for instance, punches or all the different individual dies that are being sold, you're going to find at stampingup.com and not in the catalog. But you will find all the new dies, and the new punches will be in this catalog. So let's get started. Let me make sure enough of this is being shown. So I want to start with the table of contents, because the way the catalog is organized this year is different than it has been in the past. So at the beginning of the catalog, we have a section called Step-by-Step Crafting, followed by Quick and Easy Options, followed by Creativity Your Way. So the catalog is divided into three main sections. The biggest section is the Creativity Your Way. And let's look at what you're going to find in each of these sections. So here is the step-by-step crafting. Let's just turn the page. And what you're going to find here are our kits. And again, there are more kits online, but kits are great for a couple of reasons. So let me just turn so that you can see some of the kits that we have in the catalog. What I love kits for, one, is to give as a gift. People who are new to paper crafting and making cards don't have a lot of stuff, and these kits come with everything that one needs to make the projects enclosed. And so I know that I brought some paper pumpkin kits to my sister when I was down visiting with her, because I know she's been interested in learning how to stamp and how to make certain things. And you know, we were talking about how expensive cards are today, and with these kits you can get, you know, some kits for under $20 and you can make 9 cards. There's no way you would go to the store and be able to make that many cards. So these are great for a gift for someone who's a new paper crafter. They're also great for when you're traveling. You can just bring a box. I know that when I go on vacation, I can't go a full week without stamping, so I'll bring a kit with me or a paper pumpkin, and it will help me have some downtime if the weather is, you know, not advantageous to being outside, or if it's late at night, or if I'm just, you know, feeling that I need an inside day or a low-key day, then I'll have some kits to work on. So you'll find the kits on pages 8 and 9. And then when we turn the page, we have our Paper Pumpkin subscription. And Paper Pumpkin is it's a great monthly subscription that you can get for $25 a month, and that includes shipping. You get free gifts throughout the year. Sometimes there'll be an extra stamp set thrown in, but in every kit you're going to get a stamp set, you're going to get a 1 or 2 mini, the little square ink pads, and you're going to get all the materials to make, all of the supplies to make the projects. Your first paper pumpkin kit will come with a block that will be able to be used on all of your paper pumpkin kits. So again, it's another item that you can get. I subscribe to it, again, for the same reason. It gives me a kit that I can throw in my suitcase and take with me, and it will have everything there that I can use to make cards, especially if I'm staying at a hotel or somewhere where I might want to leave someone who has been especially helpful to me, or the person who's been cleaning our room, a card at the end. So that is very handy to have. Then we have our quick and easy options section of the catalog. And this, again, is something that is going to be so useful to new stampers, or if you want to just do something a little different. And so let's take a look at this section. Oh, well, in this section is the top 10 list for crafting essentials. So make sure you take a look at this, because it does have everything that you need to start out your crafting journey. So Stampin' Up! This year is introducing something called Mix and Match. And what it has, you can purchase pre-envelopes and cards in different themes. So this one here are Sunny Springs cards. This one here are the Calming Creek cards. So there are already patterns on them. They have matching envelopes. And then you can add these great little ephemera packs that you can, and I'm sure I didn't say that right, you can get some different pre-cut images and sentiments to use to create your cards. It also, in this section, there are some stamp sets. And let me just grab the one I'm looking for. I've got this pile of stamps on my desk. So here we have the Simply Said stamp set. So it is only $17, and it is exactly what you would need. Just some Simply Said statements, some sentiments. So we have Let's Celebrate, yay, thinking of you, thank you, happy birthday, miss you, thanks, hello, birthday wishes, and just a note. So lots of perfect sentiments for cards that you might be making. And so this is something that you could add with a pack of paper and create your cards very easily, because these backgrounds are beautiful, and even just a sentiment is something that you could use. And this is a photopolymer stamp set. One of the reasons why it's a little less expensive. And here on pages 20 and 21, just give you some examples of different cards. And as I said, in some cases, you only need, like in this one right here in the catalog, let's see if you can see that okay. The background of the card is just beautiful. So just adding a sentiment is perfect for this type of project. On the next section, it gives you some ideas for basic card designs. And one of the things I really like about this section is down at the bottom of page 22, it's a section called A Little Inspiration. And there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 card sketches that you can use. I love card sketches. Anytime that I'm making something and I'm having a hard time coming up with a design, my go-to are card sketches. I just love them so much. And then here we have some information about our different color families, the subtles, brights, regals, and neutrals, and just talking about how well they coordinate together. All right, so let me just skip a couple pages. Of course, we have our Memories and More card packs, and these card packs are great for, I'm on pages 26 and 27. These card packs are great, again, for making quick cards. They come with the card packs, come with card bases and envelopes, and the card packs come with these great cards that you can cut, you can use as on the front of your cards. We have 2 different card packs. For this catalog, we have the Thoughtful Journey and the Unbounded Beauty, and they go with both of those suites as well. All right. Now, we have something new. Let me just reach down by my desk. I've got lots of things to show you. Under Wrap It Up, we have this new type of designer series paper called Frames and Flowers. And so let me open it up and take it out and show it to you. The colors that it coordinates with are Early Espresso, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Lost Lagoon, Old Olive, Petal Pink, Pretty Peacock, Pumpkin Pie, Shaded Spruce, and Soft Seafoam. So, whoops, losing elements. Oh, here it is. I lost a few of the elements. So, let me just put that back in. All right, so we have this beautiful designer series paper that's double-sided. So this is one of the sheets in it. So you can use this for card making or for packaging, making little treat boxes. Here is our second piece with background. Then we have these are all punch-out frames. So, for instance, I can punch out this bottom one and have it ready to go on a card front, a package, or a memory and more. This middle piece to make the frame comes out. So I have this beautiful pre-made frame that I could hold in either direction that would look great on the front of a card, or I could frame it even. If I wanted, I could even stamp on this and lift it up and have it frame that. So we've got here on this page 6 different frames that can be used. So let me just lift that up. Everything on these frames, it's white on the back side. So then we have another piece of designer series paper. I love this one. And then the back side is patterned. And then here we have a whole page of things that we can pop out. We have wreaths, we have beautiful leaves and flowers and all of these different images, and they all can be popped out. And then here is the page that, whoops, I'm losing them, I'm sorry. Here are some more pop-outs. And you can see they pop out very easily because they are just coming out all over the place, which is okay. But I have these different pop-out images that have some frames, again, some leaves. There's leaves right here, and images that you can pop out and then stamp on the middle of. So you have all of these gorgeous different pop-outs and pieces that you can be using on cards, on gift packaging. So check this this out on this page. This could be easy to miss. Okay. So now I want to just show you some of the suite collections, and I'm only going to show you collections that I have something from this particular suite. So I'm going to start with this one right here. This is the Wildly Flowering suite. I will probably eventually get this, but I have not bought this suite yet, but I did buy the paper. It is just so beautiful. So let me first go over what colors will you find in this one. Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Misty Moonlight, Moody Mauve, Mossy Meadow, and Wildly. A perfect combination of colors, if you ask me. Look at this beautiful piece of paper that has cotton plants on it. It's just gorgeous. And then the back side has a beautiful crumb cake with a little early espresso on it. It's just gorgeous. Here we have another page of floral images, and the back has some floral images too, but in more of a solid color. Be a much more subtle background. You know, wild wheat was a color I had to really get used to last year, and I love it. It's one of my favorites now. I love this page with the moody mauve and the wild wheat. And then on the back we have a similar pattern that was on the last paper I showed you, but in the moody mauve. Here we have the moody mauve and some of the misty moonlight, another great color combination. And on the back we have the wild wheat, some of the off-white and moody mauve colors. Here's another great piece that kind of incorporates a lot of the greens, the misty moonlight, the moody mauve, and the crumb cake. Just really striking. And then a beautiful moody misty moonlight background. And this page is all about early espresso and the moody mauve, so pretty, and then the back side as well. So that is the Wildly Flowering Designer Series paper. Okay, let me just move that out of the way. Next, this is a sweet collection that I have. It's the Thoughtful Journey Sweet Collection, and boy, it has some beautiful, beautiful elements with it. So let me just pull everything out that I need for this one. I thought I had my stamp sets in the right order, and apparently I do not. All right, so let's start with the stamps. So this is a cling stamp set. I actually used this in last night's Facebook Live. Let me just pull this card out. So here is a card that I've made with this set. I used the smaller flowers on the front, and this is a fun fold. And then I used the leaves on the inner piece and some of the dies on this piece, and then the card opens up like it normally does. And I used some designer series paper that's not with this particular suite, but I thought it just fit so well with this card that I was making last night. So it also comes with the dies, and there are a lot of them. So these are the dies that come with it. So you've got some dies that will cut out images that are not stamped, and then you have dies that will cut out your stamped images. As I said, this is a cling stamp set. Now, for some of the paper. I'm going to start with the 12 by 12 paper. And, oh my goodness, you're going to love this. So this is called the Thoughtful Designs Specialty Designer Series paper. The colors are Cajun Craze, Calypso Coral, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Petunia Pop, which is one of the new in colors, Pretty Peacock, and Wild Wheat. And this paper is just gorgeous. It has an ombre effect to it. It is very glossy, as you can see. It's white on the background, so this is a one-sided specialty paper. So this one, it looks like we've got some Petunia Pop and some Calypso Coral. Here, look how pretty that one is. They're all the same design on it, but they just have a different set of ombre colors, and they're just gorgeous. I don't know if you can really see how beautiful they are on a live like this. I think this one's my favorite. Now remember, we got to use our designer series paper because this is exactly the type of designer series paper that I would probably hoard because it's so beautiful. Just waiting for that perfect project to come along. But we want to use it. And the designer series paper that comes with this. And I'm going to grab the dots too. So these are the adhesive back pearl trio. And you've got that same kind of sparkle. Look at them. Oh, so pretty. So they're pearls. They're all the same size. So that sometimes is good for me because then I don't have to make any major decisions about something. Put that aside. And this is the last part of the suite. It is the designer series paper, and this is gorgeous paper. It is 6x6. And look at the beautiful scenery, and then we have the back side. It has, for colors, let me read those off to you. Blackberry Bliss, Boho Blue, Cajun Craze, Calypso Coral, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Peach Pie, a new in color, Petunia Pop, a new in color, Pool Party, Pretty Peacock, and Wild Wheat. So these are, it's just gorgeous paper. Here's our next one. And then the back side, a nice single color background. So that's really nice. Here we have some wheat coming up in just that sea of colors. We've got some shadowing into what looks like water at the bottom of the page. More beautiful patterns. I love this one. I'm always attracted to the blues though. And then that beautiful pattern on the back. We've got some trees and sky and some misty moonlight on the back of this one. Some more plants and looks like sky and water on this side. So pretty. It looks like smudged floral images. And then we've got that berry burst on the back side, which is gorgeous. This is probably my favorite piece out of all of them. And it has all this wild wheat in with the pretty peacock, some of the greens, and some of that misty moonlight in the sky. Oops, I forgot to show you the back. And it has all of those same colors in it. And then finally, the last piece, some more kind of smudged flower images with a beautiful background. So this is an absolutely beautiful, sweet collection, and I truly can't wait to start playing with it even more. All right, next I wanted to show you the Unbounded Beauty Sweet Collection. Again, I have not purchased these stamp sets, but I have purchased the paper. So I wanted to share that with you. This suite does the paper and the embellishments. These embellishments are currently unavailable. They've sold out. They're the 2024, 2026 in color resin dots, so I don't have these to show to you. But I do have the paper to show you, and this is the paper I used in my live last night, and it has all of the in colors, the new in colors, so it is just so pretty. I'm almost out of this paper, but it has the summer splash on the back, and just the pinks and the purples and in the floral images on the front. Here's another beautiful floral image. And we flip it over and we've got that really pretty petunia pop. Some more floral images here using some of the different colors. And then this is just like the last backing that I used last night, but pretty in pink. Here we have the peach pie. And on the back we have some more summer splash. More of the petunia pop. And then we have kind of just a smattering of the pretty in pink and the peach pie on the back. And then on this one we have the summer splash, the petunia, some pretty in pink. I think there might even be a little bit of the shy shamrock. And on this side we have just the peach. So really, really pretty paper. Let's just move this out of the way. And then the other paper that they have is the 2024-2026 in color glimmer paper. So you get a sheet of each in color. So this first one represents the summer splash. Isn't that pretty? I love glimmer paper. It to me is just, it just couldn't be better. And then this is the shy shamrock, a really pretty green. It doesn't look, as I'm looking at my computer, it's just not coming through as beautiful as it really is. This is the pretty in pink paper. I've made some samples with all of this that I'll be showing you in a little while. And this is the petunia pop. This glimmer paper is I just love it. It's the best of glitter without the mess. And this is the peach pie. So pretty. Just absolutely gorgeous. All right, so that's what I wanted to show you here. And I wanted to show you that we do have some options this year between punches and dies. So here is the Labeled with Love bundle. And I can show you what the punch looks like. This is the Labeled with Love punch. You can buy this as a bundle and get 10% off. But you have a choice of the punch or the dies. The Labeled with Love dies come with 3 of these, so you could cut 3 at a time. I'm trying to get so you can see it a little better. Or you can purchase the punch. And in this case, I purchased the punch because I love having a new label. We also have a keeping tabs, and it is the same thing. The tab punch or the tab dies. The next section in the catalog is all of the bundles. So these all come at 10% off. And I'm going to show you the new colors and the spotlight on nature. If I was only allowed to buy one bundle, if that's all I could have afforded, or if I was limited to one bundle, this would be the bundle I would purchase, the Spotlight on Nature. I love this. I just love the flowers, the leaves, the, dear friend and thanks. We have some background images and the butterfly. It is just beautiful. It is a clean stamp set. So you've got the rubber images. And then we have, these are the dies that come with it. So there are 12 dies, all circles in 3 different designs. So 4 of the dies have this like striped image that will be cut out. So I don't know how well you can see that. Let me get as close as I can to see what that looks like. And then you have, let's see, 1, 2, 4 dies that look like this on the side. So just a nice, pretty design. And then you have, let's see, 4 dies of this design here. So another really nice design with the circles. So it gives you lots of options, lots of ways you can layer. Just a beautiful set of dies, and I have not used the dies yet, but I can't wait to be using this entire bundle. It is a $52 bundle, but as I said, you get 7 stamps and you get 12 dies. And so, and the largest die is 3 7/8 of an inch. So it will fit on your cards nicely. I'm going to show you the cards I made with, well, I'll show you right now. I want to make tonight a lot about the new in colors because they're just so pretty. So I took our designer series paper, the new in color paper, and the glitter paper, and the in color shimmer gems, and I created a similar card using the Spotlight on Nature set and using all of the new in colors. So this is with the Summer Splash. So let me hold that up so you can see it. It's just so pretty. This is with the Shy Shamrock, and I have to say I really didn't think I would like this color. When I was first looking at the stamp case, I just wasn't sure about it, but it is really a pretty green. Then we have the Pretty in Pink, the Peach Pie, and the Petunia Pop. All very pretty. The colors are just, I'll probably show these again, but the colors are just really beautiful. So that's our Spotlight on Nature stamp set. All right. I'm going to come back to this because this is what I'm going to be stamping with tonight. But we do have some really nice background stamps in this current catalog. And this one here is a cling stamp set, and it is the Leaf Collection. And I can see a lot of applications with this. And let me just show you in the in colors what it looks like when it's been stamped. So, and we're going to be using this in our card tonight. We're going to be stamping with this, and we're also going to be using what I've stamped. I'm going to be doing some cutting out of the images. I really wish this one came with a die cut because I think I would use it like all the time. But I was inspired for what we're going to do tonight. Haven't even designed the card, but I was inspired by using some of the different inks by this card right here that's showing it in the peach, some of the different greens, and cutting out all of those pieces. So we're going to use this and try it. So here's the Summer Splash. This is the Pretty in Pink. You can see how beautifully this stamp set stamps. This is the Peach Pie. The Petunia Pop. And the Shy Shamrock. So again, we'll be doing some stamping with this tonight and using those images that I just stamped. All right, so the next section, it kind of goes back and forth. It does some storage solutions. Then we go back to some different stamps and memory making. So you can see we just got some beautiful samples in the catalog. This is our Craft for Kids section. So we've got a flying by with planes, paper airplanes, aliens, helicopters. So as you can see, we've just got some really beautiful sets. our ribbon. So our ribbon is in the catalog. Let me just show you some of the ribbon I have purchased so far. The new in color ribbons are called bordered ribbon, and so it has some stitching on it. So here's the peach pie. It's just beautiful. This one is the Shy Shamrock. We have the Pretty in Pink here. The Summer Splash. The Petunia Pop. I keep wanting to call this pop Petunia, but it's Petunia Pop. And then another bordered ribbon that we have is the Basic Beige, which is one of our new neutral colors. And I'll be showing you that tonight too. So there are some of our ribbons. I also purchased the Petal Pink and White ribbons, and these are, let me get this open. So you can see it has a pattern on it. So it's white ribbon with a little bit of a pattern. The pattern might be easier to see on the Petal Pink. It's always nice to have a nice white ribbon. And so the Petal Pink ribbon has that same pattern on it as the white. Kind of diagonal lines that's woven into it. All right, so that's what I have to show you for ribbon. We do have some of our ribbons have returned, which is always fabulous. We have two pages on our embellishments, on our adhesive watercolor technique. So it gives you a stamp set, tells you what the watercolor must-haves are, and it gives you some options, some different options for the watercoloring. Let's see. We have our new embossing folders. Let me just move this so you can see them more. Now, some of our embossing folders, the size has changed. So here is the Eyelet 3D embossing folder. So again, this is a 3D embossing folder with the eyelets on it. And then we have, this is also a 3D. It's a 3D embossing folder that's called Dotted Circles. Now, notice the size. This is, I'll measure it for you. I just want to make sure I'm saying it correctly before. Nope, I do have it. It's 6 by 8.5 inches. So this will allow you, especially if you're a fan of making the 5 by 7 cards, this will be large enough for you to emboss your entire front of the card, which is really nice. And then we have another new folder, is the So Swirly. This is a regular embossing folder, so you won't need any, you won't have to change out the plates that you're using too much. So that gives you an idea of what the design is. So some beautiful embossing folders. I did forget to share once we I forgot to share a suite, and we're going to get back to that, and I forgot to share embellishments. So as I said, these are the new in color shimmer gems. These are the 2023 to 25 gems for, they're called Opaque Sparkle Dots for last year's in colors. Got 2 packages of this because you don't usually get blues. These are the Opal Rounds assortment. So they have clear, some kind of a goldish yellow, and some blue. Really pretty. These are the adhesive back dots for days. And those are some pretty colors too. Nice and bright. These are the basic gray and smoky slate pearls. I love these. I will be using these a lot. I've already gone through a package. And then I showed you these earlier, is the adhesive back pearl trio. All right, now, so I left out a couple of things, and I'm going to come to that last. So let me just get to the don't want to miss it. So we did the Thoughtful Journey. It was the next page. The next suite I want to share with you is the Country Woods suite. And this is one of those incredibly large, I like to call them a super suite. It comes with 2 stamp sets. The Country Birdhouse, which is a photopolymer stamp set. And it comes with the Country Flowers stamp set, which is also a photo polymer stamp set. And both of these come with dies, as you can see in the catalog. The smoky slate and gray pearls come with this suite. The eyelet embossing folder comes with this suite. And the pink and white ribbon that I showed you. It has 2 different designer series paper packs. This first one is the, get the names right, is the Country Lace designer series paper pack. And the colors that match this are Basic Beige, Misty Moonlight, Petal Pink, and Smoky Slate. So very easy to match your colors. So these papers are very pretty as well. You can see how the eyelet pattern goes right into the designer series paper. And then we have the Basic Beige on this side. Misty Moonlight and Petal Pink with the dots. More eyelets in the Basic Beige and gray on the back. Misty Moonlight. So pretty. And Basic Beige. More Basic Beige, and there's a stamp that kind of matches this image. And gray stripes. Petal Pink. And Misty Moonlight. So that is our first package. And our second package has colors that Basic Beige, Basic Gray, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Gray Granite, Misty Moonlight, Pecan Pie, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Smoky Slate, and Wild Wheat. And these are all like distressed boards, wood. So you have this Misty Moonlight piece. That will be great to use in your card making. It also will be great to use with building the birdhouses as well. So I just love this weathered wood look and how the different colors are incorporated. So pretty. And I haven't used this paper yet, but I know that I'm going to be using it a lot. Looks like a lot of old barns. You can even see the cracks in the boards. All right, now I have made a couple cards with this suite. They were both Fun Fold Friday cards. So this is the first one, and I did use the designer series paper, the country lace paper. The other piece is called the country woods paper, and this is a great card to stand up and display. It stands up like that. And there are images on the back side and some of the designer series paper as well, and some of the dies. And then this was another fun fold where I really focus on the peach pie, and it's a fun fold that opens like this. I use the peach pie ribbon to tie it closed, but again, showing you some of those dies that are a lot of fun. All right, and then finally, there was one bundle that I missed showing you. And this is my fun bundle. So and it's right here. I had the page marked, so I'm not sure how I missed it. But this is the Hearts and Hugs bundle. You've got to have a fun stamp set that just is going to make you laugh. So it has, and this stamp set does the trick. So it has thanks, sending a big hug, so it's there when I need it. I could just hug you, sending birthday hugs. And again, this is a cling stamp set, and it has the matching dies. It has some hearts, some floral images. It has some grass and stems, so you can die cut this and then the flowers to put on it, or maybe you want heart flowers, and even a label. This is going to be a fun one to use as well. So now for a little bit more on the in color, and then I want to do stamping, because it just wouldn't be a video if I didn't do some stamping. So we just move some things out of the way. So our in colors are Petunia Pop, Summer Splash, Peach Pie, Pretty in Pink, and Shy Shamrock. You can purchase, it has ribbon to go with it, as I've shown you. There are embellishments to go with all of these that I've shown you. You can buy the 5-pack of markers, Stampin' Write markers that go with this. You can also get, just going to grab a handful, you can also get blends that are going to go. I haven't opened all my blends yet, but the blends to go with it. So that comes with the blends. And of course it comes with cardstock. And on top of that, there is an in color 6x6 designer series paper that goes with it. And this actually is the pattern designer series paper that goes with every color family. So the same design is on each family. And this is probably my favorite in color, well, the neutral family, the family type designer series papers. So you get a total of 4 designs for each color. So we have this really pretty leaf paper, and on the other side you get the stripes. You get this nice, I love this design is just so subtle and beautiful. And then on the other side you have dots. And you get this for every single color. So I can show you, it's exactly the same design. Here's the Shy Shamrock, the Petunia Pop, and the Summer Splash. And this is the designer series paper I used in the cards I showed earlier. That we have the Summer Splash, the Shy Shamrock, the Pretty in Pink, the Peach Pie, and the Petunia Pop. And you can see I used the designer series paper on these cards as well. So we have some beautiful, beautiful in colors this year, and I think you are going to want them all. All right, so let's do a little stamping. I have not designed the card yet, so we'll be doing that as we're going along. To be honest, I haven't even opened my Basic Beige ink pad yet. So, first thing, when you open up your ink pads, on the back we have some stickers that once you get it up and started, it'll peel right off, that you can use on the front of the ink pad to identify the color, and it has the name as well. So there's that. And then we have a blank one. They also come in other colors, in other languages, that when we open the ink pad, this can go right inside. And this is very handy to have. I haven't finished setting up my new ink pads yet, so not all of them have it yet. But this lets you see what color is open, because you can't always tell from the ink pad. Okay, so I am going to be stamping with that large leaf stamp set. So when I stamp with a background stamp, I really prefer to use my Stampin' Positioner. This is not, it is not necessarily, let me back up a little bit. We no longer sell the Stampin' Positioner. So this was retired. I, as I said, still love to use it, and still use it quite often. So I just want to, this is going to fill up this page. So I should have actually cut it just a little bigger. I think I am. I'm going to put a bigger piece down so that, yeah, this will be fine. And then I'll trim it afterwards. I just want a little bigger piece so I can hold it in place. There we go. That'll be perfect. So with the stamp positioner, if you have one, What's really nice about it is on these big stamps, sometimes it's hard to get all of your ink transferred to the paper. But with the stamp positioner, you're able to do that nicely. So I am going to put this down, and then I have a stamp tool that allows me to press this on evenly, and it doesn't bother my arthritis. Let me just get this centered more. And as you're going to see, this isn't perfectly done yet. Most of the time, it's going to take to get a nice smooth image. We're going to want to stamp it at least twice. So I'm going to add my ink back on. Make sure it's evenly applied. And I'm going to go back in and press this down with my stamp tool. Now I could use the stamp tool with a block. I could use my brayer to help me get this on nicely. But now we've got a much better stamped image. And what I'm going to actually do is that I still have, this is the spot that I seem to be not getting as well. It happened on every single one. So I'm going to just come back and put some ink in that area. And go back one more time and really give it a good coating of ink. Oh, that looks so much better. Now, you don't want to get these magnets close to each other because on any stamp positioner, because that will cause you some trouble. I'm going to set this, oh, actually I'm going to clean it first. Close that up, and I'll show you how I'm going to use this. So, you just get a paper towel. I could use my chamois on this. It's easier than trying to use my my black pads that I normally use on my stamps. That is a little bit harder to do, but now I have that, I can fold it, I don't have to worry about ink getting anywhere. So now let's see what we can do with this, with the stuff I've stamped. So I'm going to cut this down to start with, and let me just, looking for, I've got, like I said, so many things piled up everywhere, just looking for a pair of scissors. And here we go. Oh, I think we just had a little bit of a power. Okay, so good. So we have those. And we have these that I did earlier. So let's start by getting this to be a good background size. So I usually do a 4, I'm going to actually do 3, yeah, we're going to do 3 3/4 by 5, and this measures 5 already. Perfect. All right, so what I'm going to do is be cutting out images to layer right on top. So we're going to have all different colored images. We can even put some up on dimensionals to pop them out. And so I think, let's see. I'm going to start with this one right here. This is just kind of a cool way to be able to add different colors without having to color in each image over and over again on this stamp. It's also a nice way to add some dimension to your background by cutting out some pieces. It just adds a lot of, I think, oomph to it. I don't have to cut out all of the white in between the leaves because this is going to be going right on top of white anyway. Now, I chose the basic beige for two reasons. One, to show you what this new color looks like. So that gives you kind of a close-up of what it looks like. And to have a lighter color underneath. So this would go right on top of this. And then I would be cutting out the rest of it. So it gives you an idea of what that's going to look like there. So I'm going to then go to my next piece, and I think we'll do this one with the petunia. I will keep these panels because there are so many stamped leaves on here, and I can use these for many different cards. So again, I'm just going to cut around this. I can leave some of these, the beige, that would be fine to do, and then I can be adding the newing colors. I can also, I could also use some of these cut out as a focal point on a card without using the whole background stamp. That's kind of a fun way to use it too. I know in my other videos I'm always usually prepared with everything cut out. This was kind of a last minute thing that I decided to do because I didn't want to have a video without making something. Even if I don't make the entire card, we'll at least have a card front made, and then tomorrow night in Simply Stamping Sunday I will show you the finished card. So we'll do as much as we can tonight. I know we've already been on for a little over an hour, so I don't want to take your whole night away. So again, this will go like this. So are you starting to see this kind of coming together? So I think we'll use, I'm going to cut one more, and I am going to actually cut this one. So we are going to, this will be the last one we'll do on camera. And then tomorrow night during Simply Stamping Sunday, I will show you this finished card. So for this one again, I'm just doing the same thing. I'm going to cut around the leaves. I don't have to cut all of the white off because it's just going to sit on top of white. And then whatever doesn't fit on the card front, I will be trimming off. So again, this is probably a little more time consuming to make this card like this, but I think the results are going to be fabulous. Okay, so this one is going to go right in here, and this might be the one I pop up. So there's the start of our card using the leaves stamped with all the different ink colors. So check back tomorrow night to see how this card comes out. So that's going to be it for tonight with our catalog kickoff and product share. I hope you've seen some great things that you might want to have added to your stamping collection. And again, thank you for joining. Make sure you say hi in the chat, either on my YouTube channel or in the comments under on my Facebook post. And I'll be back tomorrow night for Simply Stamping Sunday. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.